Hello, my name is Sam Upton, and I'll be covering sort of the second negative. My opponent has been saying a lot about how sort of introducing a general election will improve sort of equality and will have a better judge for people and like bring out more people. But again, like as my opponent themselves stated, we have nothing in America to really base this off of. It's an assumption that more people will come and vote. It's an assumption, a very wild assumption by them that more states will end up mattering. When in actuality, what's going to happen? Well, based on the testimonies of like a bunch of people who are experienced with like presidential campaigns and like that, what will just happen is that the candidates will all move to the highest population states, stay there, and just appeal to the populations there because you can win off of those populations. Like the existence of the Electoral College makes it so that those big populations aren't as big of a problem for electing officials, and that the people who would states that would otherwise be completely ignored in a general election actually have some weight to them through the addition of like votes through the Senate, as well as sort of other things, where what we'll end up with is that, mathematically speaking, just based on numbers alone, like over half the states will have their votes count for less because just the populations won't be enough to match larger states. Also, the matter of, Republicans in California, their votes don't matter much. It's sort of like, yeah, if there's more people voting one way than another way, then that's not their votes not mattering much, it's that it's them losing. And so like, there's nothing wrong with having, for deciding president, that there's one winner that takes all, because otherwise you end up with multiple presidents, which is not the point of the executive office at all, and would create infinitely more problems than some weird not winner take all, like that makes no sense. Sort of beyond that, there's a lot of just, it will just end up being, pay attention to California, paying attention to New York, paying attention to Texas, paying attention to probably Florida a bit, and most of the other states will be ignored. There's also nothing to suggest that people will care about minorities more, because again, like you're gonna begin looking at it as, okay, like over 60% of the population is Caucasian, and then the rest of that is split between all the different minorities. If you're just looking at populations, that's not going to make candidates want to pay more attention to them. That's going to make candidates want to pay less attention to them, because they're not holding any parts of somewhere that can give them electoral college votes. Like there's a reason why it's the votes, why the electoral college exists and whatnot. And and again, like go back to why it was started. If you just have a general election, people are going to win off of popularity alone, and not sort of like a more controlled consensus through the entire population, and not just where everyone is, where the most people are living, and the most people that strong messages reach. And also on the statement that, the Electoral College members vote differently, they haven't voted differently in like almost 100 years. That's not something that happens often at all, even back when it could happen. Also, like my first opponent stated a lot about like online educators, but like America still has one of the lowest like political educations like in the world. So the statement that, we know a lot about politics now isn't really that true. We still don't. And that's sort of where I'm going to move on.